Alright, hello, I'm the silverkyle, and today I read some rather strange news and disappointing news regarding Nintendo and the Virtual Console, as they said that they will not be bringing the Virtual Console to the Nintendo Switch. And that's kind of baffling because the Virtual Console, to me, and I assume to a lot of other people, would agree that it's a pretty big brand name, and they've been building it up since the Nintendo Wii. And then onto the 3DS and the Wii U. Now, arguably, the Wii U didn't have that much relevance because not as many people owned a Wii U. And, I mean, more people own a Switch than the Wii U. And the Wii U had, 4.5 years or something. And the Wii, the Switch has only been around for a year. A little over a year now. Crazy how well that's selling. But I think that another thing, too, is that a lot of people wanted the Switch and thought Virtual Console, and thought, oh my god, this is not only, a regular console game, or a console system, but we're going to be able to play these games on a portable system as well that looks glorious. I really enjoy the heck out of the Wii. The portable version is excellent. I play most of my games still on a TV, but there are, I'd say at least 30% of the time, I'm actually playing these games on the portable version, and depending on what the game is, it's just so much easier and fun to kind of lie down either in my chair or my couch or in bed and just play these games. So much fun. And Virtual Console was totally something that I was looking forward to doing that. And that's something that I wanted to do, play on the portable. Just being able to play Super Mario World, Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy, Super Mario RPG, Mario 64, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, Mario Party. There's so many cool games that I really wanted to play from the Virtual Console, and now they're taking it away, but more so just the brand name, because they said that they are still going to bring some games to the Nintendo Switch in different ways, but they're not going to call it Virtual Console, and I don't think every game that was on Virtual Console is going to be coming to the Nintendo Switch. They haven't been super clear on this, and that's really frustrating because I don't understand why this didn't launch at the very beginning with the Nintendo Switch. The only thing that I can think of, and that has been speculated online, is that then, because it's a different name, because that's not the actual Virtual Console, people that have bought, Super Mario Bros. 3 already on the Virtual Console can't say, okay, well, I had it on Virtual Console, now can I just pay $1 or $2 to have it on the Switch? And they're like, no, actually, because it's two different things now, you actually have to pay the full $5 or $6 or $10, whatever it is, depending on what the game is. Eventually, I think that if they do have GameCube games eventually on the Switch, that they could charge maybe $15 or $20 if they really wanted to, which would be crazy. I mean, it's still a lot cheaper than buying it on the physical, but at the same time, it's very old games. Charge $10. Don't go crazy. I really hope they don't go too crazy with this. And it's really unfortunate because I think that a lot of people had these games at one point or another, or for example myself, that still have the games, but I don't mind double dipping every once in a while, having it on the digital. And that's the thing, that's why I don't like digital, because you buy it on one system and then you get another system, and a lot of people get rid, when you buy things on the digital, a lot of people get rid of their old consoles and they get whatever the new console is. And if you can't transfer over those games, what do? Microsoft, as strange as it is doing an amazing job with this. You bought this game on Xbox 360, we're going to try to make it so that you can play that game on Xbox One X or Xbox One. You bought this game on the original Xbox, some of those games, if you still have the discs, you can put it in the Xbox and it's going to read it and say, okay, you had, I can't remember what games are on there currently. Is Fable on there? I don't remember. I think Fable might be one of them. Whatever. They have a very small list for the Xbox original games at the moment, but they're still saying, you have some of these physical games, put it in there, and we're going to treat it as if you're now playing it here, and we'll give you the digital version of it to play. That's crazy. That's awesome. I don't know if it actually works. I think you still have to have the disc inside there, but still, you're able to play these games on the new system. Awesome. And then you have Nintendo that might be saying, okay, well, we know you bought Super Mario Bros. 3 10,000 times on all these different systems, but we never really interlink all these systems, so yeah, we're going to ask you to pay the $5 or $10 once again. And that's shady. Why are you doing this, Nintendo? We buy your console, we buy your games, and now we're double or triple dipping into these games to buy them on digital. I think if you bought them once on digital, you should have it for the rest of your life. As long as Nintendo still exists, or if you bought it with Sony platform still exists, you still have it for whatever console they have. Same thing with Microsoft. That's how I think it should be. That's how digital would work in a really perfect world. But we're not in that kind of world, which is why I have these. So that's kind of frustrating. And the other thing is that they're now going to have the online service, which they're going to be charging $20 US, which is relatively cheap. I'm totally for that price for online service. However, I'm hoping that their online service is better than what they have done in the past. I hope it's just easy to find people and matchmaking. That's what I really hope for. I understand that for voice chat, they have like the weird app that you have on your phone. I don't use that. I use Skype on my laptop. That's what I use when I play video games with people that I know. And it's so stupid that they just can't have a built-in system so that we could have conversations online. Sony's doing it, Microsoft is doing it, PC's doing it. Why isn't Nintendo so afraid of dipping into that? Somebody says something about like, oh, we saw this happen on a Nintendo console. Doesn't matter. Microsoft and Sony does it too. It's not your problem. You're just providing a service that people can chat. It's so frustrating. Anyway, so we're still going to be getting games that, because they're talking about bringing 20 NES Classic games to the Nintendo Switch, which is cool. I mean, I'm still going to be enjoying some of those NES games. There's really not a lot of NES games that I want to go back and play, but there's a few. And I would, like, if they would have just had the Virtual Console, I would have, like, rebought them for, like, $1 or $2 or whatever it is. Now I might have to pay a little bit more for the other games that they're going to be putting on there. So when they start launching SNES games and N64 games, I'm totally getting Harvest Moon 64 on the I can't say, I was going to say Virtual Console on Nintendo Switch, whatever option they have for me to buy it, the eShop maybe. I'm so buying that. I don't care if I have to pay $10, $20. I will pay that price because I freaking love that game. Same thing with Mario 64. I really want a few N64 games on the Nintendo Switch that I will pay quite a lot for the digital, just because it's going to be on a portable version, and that to me is warranting the price of these premium prices for digital games, old classics. They're not premium prices, but I mean I would pay quite a hefty amount to play these. So it's just, I don't understand why they're going away with the name. If it's to charge people more money for these games and to go away with some of the games that they couldn't, maybe it's harder to have some of these games on virtual, to have them on the virtual console, and they're like, okay, well, we're just going to go with our first party games maybe. I don't know if that's what they're trying to go with. It's kind of unfortunate. It's kind of cool that it's launching with 20 games. Now, I don't know if that means that we're actually going to have 20 full games that we have our disposal, as long as we have the Nintendo online subscription. Like, as long as you have that, you always have these 20 games, which would be kind of cool. I hope it doesn't alternate, because, like, I'm not going to always want to be playing, like, one specific game one month and then the next month. Like, you finally get close to beating a game, and they're like, oh, yeah, by the way, yeah, we're taking this game away and we're giving you this game. I hope that that's not the case, but they're not giving a lot of details regarding it. I'm unfortunate. I wanted to come out here and be like, boom, Virtual Console, it's coming in September, it's going to launch with the online system, it's going to be freaking awesome. Not the case. We're getting still classic games, which is good, and the price point is really good for $20 US. I ain't going to complain about that. But it's still, and I think, although I will say, the coolest thing about this, but they need more information on it because they weren't super specific, is that they will have some kind of online play with these classic games. Which means that games that might be two players that you would have had to have, like, you know, another person beside you, you might be able to play, like, Blades of Steel, for example, because that's just one of the only co-op games, or I guess Contra. Two-player game together online. That would be crazy. That would be awesome. If they introduce that into other games as well, like on the SNES and N64, like Mario Kart, Mario Party, please do that. Have online on Mario Party 2, and bring 1 and 3 over as well. Mario Kart, all these games have multiplayer on them. The sports games even on the N64. Those would be freaking awesome. I would just love that to death. So if that's the case, that they're going in that direction, they just said that they're going to have online play with some of these games. And they also, there was a possibility, I think, that some games where you play like one person at a time, for example, Donkey Kong Country or the Mario games, the 2D Mario games, you would have like one person play until one person died, and then the other person would start playing as Luigi, or for example, and then you could actually still see these people play. That's still kind of cool, but I'm hoping that they continue that and push it over to the SNES and N64 games, and they have online play. It'd be so cool because we never had that before, and being able to play Mario Party online, that's so exciting. That is so exciting. So maybe it's all not that bad news. It's just it's too bad that they're going away with the Virtual Console name. I think a lot of people were looking forward to a lot of games that were going to be on there, and I hope that maybe they'll still have all those games that we all really wanted. They'll have the Game Boy Advance games and everything. I mean, that would be freaking cool too, because they had them on the Wii U. So please, Nintendo, don't screw this up, and don't be too greedy. That's my only thing. I mean, $20 online isn't too bad, so maybe they're not being too greedy. But I just don't want to buy all these games all over again when I have bought them on the Wii, and then I triple dipped, I guess, because some of the games I wanted to rebuy on the Wii U, and I think it was like $2 or something like that to rebuy them. $2 isn't bad, but it's like you're rebuying them when I already bought it on the Wii. That was kind of frustrating. So I think that's enough for my rant. Thank you all for watching. Leave your comments below. Tell me what you think about all of this, and I'll talk to you all next time. Beardage!